Over 2 decades after its launch, Metal Gear Solid continues to be an iconic video game. People continue to go back to it, to replay it every once in a while, and new discoveries continue to be made even over 20 years later. And there are 2 discoveries that I want to spotlight in this video. One of them is a level skipping glitch that has speedrunners going crazy, and the other one is a brand new animation that players had never noticed before that's making the rounds on Reddit. So first things first, the level skipping glitch. Many of you may have already heard about this, but there's this streamer going by the username Boba who was streaming Metal Gear Solid, and she wasn't trying to speedrun or anything. She was just casually playing, and by accident, she happened to discover a way to go through a door that she's not supposed to be able to. Here it is for those who have not seen that clip yet.
Let me in. Oh, I don't even remember my shit.
That right there is not supposed to happen.
Help. Help? What happened? Hello? What? Are you fucking with me right now? Are you?
So in this segment of the game, what's supposed to happen is that you're supposed to run all the way up these stairs and fight the Hind D, but she happened to stop right here and through a sequence of events, somehow managed to get through this door. And suffice to say that reactions amongst the speedrunning community was instant, and people immediately began to discuss how she did this, try to discover ways to replicate it. And there is one Twitter user who responded by saying, "I hope you know there are 15 people in a Discord call figuring out how to reproduce this reliably right now." And you can see the screenshot right here, speedrunners versus one door. And yeah, a couple people streaming live, no doubt they're all chiming in on how to do this, you know, analyzing the footage frame by frame and all that stuff. And Boba has acknowledged this with joy. I've been popping in to check and I'm loving it. And speedrunners are celebrating this streamer. This might all have been a happy accident, but it was ultimately her discovery that's allowed for the speedrunners to save even more time on Metal Gear Solid speedruns, and she's being celebrated enough that the glitch, the skip, was named after her. The Yawcast responded with, "Congrats, Boba, for discovering a new Metal Gear Solid 1 glitch, which speedrunners are now calling the Boba skip. This is so cool." I mean, it is indeed. The speedrunning community is huge, and yeah, I mean, to have something named after you like this, that's pretty wholesome, gotta say. Now, it didn't take long for speedrunners to be able to replicate this. MGSR tweeted, "There it is, both proof we don't need the rope and that we just need to stand at the door and aim at the guard. The guard will shoot us through the door. It is consistent, and it saves a significant chunk of time, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And here it is for those who want to see that in action, who want to see.
Yeah, it's like Boba skip, right? Or is it Boba or Boba or
this streamer replicate it.
Like I think it's referencing the drink. Yeah, I think it's referencing the drink.
So totally not know a go drinks.
Oh,
yeah, she said to me in a DM.
So there it is.
Like, you know, Boba skip.
Players running up the stairs.
Yeah, Boba skip is great. So.
And you'll soon come upon the level 6 security door that you need an ID card for.
Oh, we're halfway there.
That you shouldn't be able to go through at this stage in the game. There it is. He leans against the wall, aims at the guard.
You get that initial alert, because can you go back up those stairs? And then will he follow you up?
And there's still in experimental stages at this point.
I don't know if like he'll just get soft locked, but just...
It would seem. But yeah, they managed to replicate it right here. And in a future tweet, the same Twitter user detailed exactly how to pull this glitch off. Here's the setup. Walk to the door and lean beyond the left half of the door, then get your SOCOM out and aim at the guard. The angle will be right for the guard to knock you back and then hit you to the load trigger. Saves 2 minutes on PC and even more on console. Now, of course, speedrunners, being the dedicated players that they are, they continue to experiment to maybe even find more efficient ways to ensure that this glitch can be pulled off reliably. And the same Twitter user tweeted out how you can do this even more efficiently with stun and chaff grenades. There is a clip of this embedded on this tweet. This is our latest setup with 2 stuns and 1 chaff grenade, even more reliable than the SOCOM version. Plus, on hard and extreme, you take less damage, especially important for big boss rank. And let's check out the clip in question that shows this off. Once again, he's running up the stairs and will soon stumble upon the level 6 security door. And I've actually not seen this clip yet, so I'm curious to see. Whoa, wait. Okay, no, okay. He hasn't gone through the door yet. He threw some grenades down there. Whoa, what was that? Wait, hold on. Okay, interesting. Somehow the chaff grenade pushed him backwards into the door. I guess I've never tried standing next to a chaff grenade in Metal Gear Solid, so I don't know if there's a pushback effect there. But either way, this is the most reliable method discovered yet, and you take less damage to boot. Now, if you go to this website where you can keep track of all of the world records of speedrunning, you can see right here immediately that there's been a stark difference in the times that we've been seeing. So a couple months ago, you were seeing times in the range of 37 minutes, and now we're seeing those numbers starting to go down to the 35-minute mark. And no doubt, over the next coming days, we'll see that number go down even more and more. So yeah, I don't know, this is just all a really wholesome situation where we get to see an iconic game making headlines again because of the speedrunning community and just how passionate they are about shaving off just a few seconds even. But with the discovery of this new glitch, we're talking about minutes, which is a huge deal. And sometimes happy accidents happen to streamers, so, you know, good for Boba for getting all this recognition and for getting all this acclaim from really happy speedrunners. Now, for the second item in question, for the second discovery, a brand new animation, or I shouldn't say new, it's been there for 20 years, it's just people haven't discovered it until over 2 decades later. This was a discovery made by Reddit user Flaming Buffalo, and let me just show you the clip so you can see for yourself. It's only an 18-second clip. So in this chamber, one thing that people never choose to do is pull out their cardboard box and I guess try to hide in it when there's poisonous gas. But you can see right here how when you do that and you die in the cardboard box from the poisonous gas, there's this animation that plays. It's a neat little detail. I feel like with any other game, you'd see the box disappear and then the default death animation would play. But the fact that even back then, Kojima was into the minor little details of ensuring that every scenario is covered and creating a specific animation for Snake choking on gas in the cardboard box, like, that's just a cool little detail and really spotlights just how meticulous Kojima is about adding as much life and detail into his games. And scrolling down through the comments, you can see that even people who've been playing this game for over 20 years repeatedly, continuously, didn't know about this. That's new to me as well. Nearly a quarter of a century since it came out, and still finding new stuff in this game makes you wonder what other little attention to details are still to be discovered in the series. Scrolling further down, I've been playing this game for more than 2 fucking decades, and I've never seen that before. Color me impressed, OP, original poster. It's not often that somebody can show me something new from one of the first 3 Metal Gear Solid titles. You're pretty good. Somebody else echoed the same sentiments. 20 years of playing, and this is news to me as well. Now, maybe there are a few players out there in the world who saw this animation but never talked about it or posted it on Reddit, but for the vast majority of individuals, myself included, this is entirely new, and this level of attention to detail is just something that I can really appreciate, especially when we're talking about a PS1 game that, in a lot of ways, revolutionized the kinds of storytelling methods that you can achieve with video games, with how cinematic everything was, and to really live in a world like this, to really feel immersed. Those little details matter, so to see this, I don't know, it's just really cool. And obviously, as a big fan of Metal Gear, I just had to cover this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything you have to know about the 2 discoveries that have been made about Metal Gear Solid over 20 years later, nearly a quarter of a century later. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on all of this, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.